Why is it that many of us look really nice and cute at special occasions or when we go out at night, but for our casual everyday looks, we tend to make less effort and end up looking more like this? Why is that? It is kind of ironic because actually, the casual everyday style is the style you wear the most, yet it's the style you neglect the most or simply don't prioritize or treat seriously. I was never happy in my kind of average everyday appearance. I wanted to feel more elevated even every day, not just at special occasions. So I started implementing certain changes in my wardrobe and shopping strategy. The first step that I took was actually to just wake up one day and say, I've had enough.
Enough is enough.
I'm fed up of feeling uncomfortable in what I wear, or entering a room and just feeling like the ugliest person in there, or I have beautiful friends next to me or friends who have a little bit more style, and I just feel like the most unattractive one. So the first thing that I had to stop was the way I shopped. I had to completely change shopping strategy and my approach to what I buy. So before, a very typical way of how I would buy things, I would just wing it. I would just walk into Zara, have no clue really what I wanted to buy. I was just gonna, maybe something is on sale, maybe I'll find something. And then I would just buy stuff that just did not make sense whatsoever. So in the end, I ended up with a wardrobe filled of just random things that I picked up from there, from there, and from there. And then when you go through life on an everyday basis and you just, grab something else and put it together, and you look at yourself and you're like, oh, this is so ugly. And why does that happen? Because you didn't shop with a plan. Because you weren't very thoughtful with your purchases. Because you just took some random things and put it all together at the end without any deeper meaning or thought behind. So the first thing was to stop immediately with that behavior. I actually took a whole year of break from shopping to figure out my style, to really make sure that my next purchase is going to be very intentional, because from now on, I'm just purchasing well-curated items that I'm going to be proud of, that I'm going to really cherish, and they're all going to be quality and feel elevated and just energize me on a different way than what the current items are doing to me. What was funny is that the other day when I just threw together a quick outfit for my everyday regular life, and I looked at myself today, I was like, you know what? I actually put zero thought into today's outfit. Yet, this actually looks kind of cute. And why is that? Because every item that I've been purchasing in the last, I don't know how many years now, they're all very intentional and they're all kind of very well curated and quality and look elevated on their own. So mixing and matching them together is fine because you're not going to have that weirdness going on. With quality items, it's going to be easier to look elevated in a casual outfit. The next thing that I did that was so important, because this is where many people actually end up making a mistake. They end up choosing very comfortable and convenient type of garments for their everyday style because while they have kids, they're going to be running after their kids are going to make a mess on their clothes, so they're going to be like, you know what? I surrender to life. I'm going to just put on something black, some running shoes, and just call it a day. Like, goodbye style. It does not fit in my life right now. Obviously, that was a very specific example, but frankly, you need to look at your actual lifestyle. What do you do every day? Maybe you're like me. You have a dog, so you walk your dog maybe 4 or 5 times a day. So your outfit needs to support that activity. But in the end of the day, I think the red thread that we all can relate to is that every day we seek comfort and convenience. And so what we tend to do is that we tend to just go for the easiest, even if it's a bit ugly. But that's the thing, you don't have to actually sink yourself to that low level. You can find a middle ground. Because, here on this channel, we have a balanced approach to life. And yes, you can have the best of both worlds. You can actually look stylish while choosing comfort and convenience. But how? Let me tell you in the next point. So this is where you have to start switching on your brain power because you need to figure this out for yourself. I cannot tell you wear this, wear that, and that's going to perfectly work for you. I'm going to definitely be giving you some specific examples and maybe you can pick and choose what works for you. But I need you to really think for yourself. Think about what kind of outfits do you actually like wearing? So there are oftentimes certain formulas that tend to work for us and not for others. My friend the other day said that she never wears pants because it makes her feel dumpy. I'm like, dumpy? That's a funny word. So she needs to wear dresses on a day-to-day basis, and those dresses have to work in those casual, everyday settings. Fine. Now find a few dresses or a few styles that really work for you. All right, so let me tell you my personal favorite everyday looks that I personally wear and that works for me. Okay? Love, love, love the cropped pant and the V-neck combo. Now this is my most worn kind of outfit formula for every day, and it's simply because it's just something that makes me feel very comfortable. But what I tend to do is that I tend to have a variation between wearing the cropped pant as a jeans or as a more tailored trouser, because the tailored trousers look a bit smarter. And then what I do is that I let loose on the colors. I will wear a red pant, I will wear a yellow pant, a green pant, you name it. I love color, and I tend to spice it up that way so that I can actually have a fairly boring staple for every day, but I make it look a little bit more fun and interesting by implementing color and, of course, also style of trouser. But the top tend to stay fairly simple. Then my second favorite outfit formula for every day is the midi dress with a sneaker. I just love it. I love it because it's comfortable. You know, here I'm wearing a midi dress, and this is by Anna Bay clothing line. If you want to find out more, go to annabayshop.com. Sorry for that cheeky little promo. That is just a combo that works for me. I personally walk a lot. I have a dog. I need to walk long distance many times. So yeah, I need to be comfortable on my feet. But I also do enjoy the feminine feeling of a dress as long as the dress is in a comfortable material that follows your body and silhouette nicely. Because, you know, some dresses can be a little bit, tight, uncomfortable. The material is a bit like, no. And that is actually a very important key for your everyday items. Like, make sure they are in very comfortable fabrics, because if they're not, you're always going to reach for the sweatpants. Now, my third favorite combo is jeans with a shirt. So I like what I call contrast dressing. So contrast dressing is when you have something super low key together with something very smart. So it becomes very contrasting in style. I also do like, as an example, you wear something really fitted and then you have something slightly, I wouldn't say oversized because that might give you the wrong impression, but just something a little bit looser that has kind of the more relaxed kind of feeling. Very, very nice contrast. And so the jeans and the shirt does exactly that, because the jean is very casual in appearance, but the shirt is very smart in appearance. So when you mix salt and sweet, it becomes that, perfect combo, which is why I like the salt and sweet popcorn at the cinema. Now, these are just my example of 3 outfit formulas that I love for every day. And guess what I do? I'm not going to keep reinventing the wheel. No. Sometimes you don't need more than just 3 outfit combos, and then you just rinse and repeat those in different colors, in different fabrics, in different styles. And voila, you have endless options for an everyday wardrobe that really does make sense for you. Now, the next thing that I did, and I highly recommend that you sit down and just do this too, because this is going to be a complete game changer for you. And it has to do, how do we develop the search for comfort in our clothes? Because one can be like, yeah, I just want to be comfortable, but you're not really understanding what that actually means with the clothes that you wear. And I'm referring now to, what is it that actually makes clothes be comfortable? It's the fabric of the clothes. It's the fit of the clothes. Very important 2 things to think about. I highly recommend that you ladies get some training, at least in the fit of the clothing. If you don't fully grasp what is the right fit for clothes on your unique body, you're actually going to be challenged in this department, because we all have different body shapes, we all have different proportions, and we have different scale. And depending on all our different, elements and bodies and how it's structured, clothes are going to sit differently. So what I might feel comfortable to wear, you might not feel comfortable to wear, because we have different bodies. So it is important that you understand Okay, what kind of pants feel comfortable wearing for me? What kind of skirts? What kind of dresses? What kind of this, that, All these details are fundamental for you to know. This is how you narrow down what you end up buying. So if we go back to what I said in the beginning of the video, you need to stop just buying on a whim. You need to know what you're actually buying and investing your money in. And so I actually ended up taking an image consultant training, but I have created a fast track for you. It is called The Elegant Stylist, and it is an online course that you can take and just sit down and learn this once and for all. And I can be your teacher if you want to. For more info, just go into the link that is in the description box below. Just visit elegantstylist.me and find out more how you can take this course. But so understanding your body is key, but also learning a bit on fabrics, which I also cover in the course, by the way, but that is also essential because you're going to understand, okay, what fabrics should I stay away from and what fabrics make me feel so comfy and also elevates me, like make me feel good. Because that's what I said before, you can combine the best of both worlds. You don't have to pick a side. And frankly, we live in the hoodie era. No hate against hoodies. I can also wear one once in a blue moon. However, there is this approach in our society that is comfort and nothing else when it comes to fashion. But that is so not true because you can actually achieve comfort if you choose clothing in the right size, in the right fit, right material, and the right structure for you. And it's not difficult. In my next video, I'm actually gonna give you the exact specific casual everyday items that I personally recommend to you if you want a little fast track or if you want to get some ideas on what to wear. Watch this video, but it's not going to be available until next week. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel and that you tune in next week when I release this video. Meanwhile, I highly recommend that you watch my video on how to look expensive wearing jeans, because that is something that we wear every day, most of us. But how do we actually look elevated in a pair of jeans? I'm going to break it down for you in the next video.